Hello, and thank you for choosing to add end-user monitoring to your WhatsUp application performance monitor. This video will walk you through the steps of installing your EUM Polar, which we will also refer to as an iDrone, and configuring it within WhatsUp APM. The first thing you want to do is prepare a new dedicated virtual machine for your iDrone installation. For this demo, we've prepared a VirtualBox VM, but you can use VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, or any other appropriate hypervisor as long as it supports Microsoft Windows 7 or Windows Server 2008 R2. In this case, we're using Windows 7 as the guest operating system for the iDrone. Once you have your new virtual machine prepared, it's highly recommended that you create a snapshot of it prior to installing the iDrone software, so that when you need to upgrade the iDrone in the future, you can start with a clean environment and avoid any potential conflicts. Okay, so before we dive right in and run the iDrone installer, it's a good idea to make sure that your virtual machine has connectivity to your WUG server, because otherwise you won't get very far with the rest of the installation. So I'll just go ahead and do that now by opening a browser and logging into my WhatsUp Gold instance. Everything looks good, so I'll go ahead and close that down now. I've already downloaded the iDrone installer to the host machine, and I've shared that folder with the virtual machine. So now I'll go ahead and open that folder inside the VM and launch the installer. Now I'll confirm that this is indeed a virtual machine and accept the rest of the installation defaults. At this point, the installer will go ahead and install iMacros and Firefox as well as any required dependencies. Now that the install is done, I'll click OK here to allow it to finish up and start the iDrone configuration tool. There's just one extra manual step that we have to perform at this point, and that's to open up Internet Explorer and enable the iMacros add-on. Now we can proceed with configuring the iDrone to connect to our WUG server. First, I'll select the option for WhatsUp Gold and enter the full URL of our server. Next, I want to click the check button, and we can see that the connection was successful. The next step is to provide a user-friendly name for the iDrone as we want it to appear in the WhatsUp Gold interface. And then we'll click the register button to go ahead and register this iDrone with our WUG server. Here we specify the maximum number of macros or tests that can be performed in parallel on this iDrone. Set this accordingly depending on the CPU and RAM resources of your virtual machine. Now click the Save button to complete the iDrone configuration. Lastly, click the Start button and your iDrone is ready to receive and perform tests from your WhatsUp Gold server.